Welcome to Daily Orchids, a place to share love, experience, and how to care for orchids. Here, each leaf, each flower carries a story of vitality, perseverance, and passion. In today's video, I will guide you how to create a gentle but extremely effective natural fertilizer to revive rotten orchids so that they can recover, grow healthy, and bloom again as a beautiful gift from nature. Let's get started. This is a very badly rotten orchid. Many people who see it will probably think that it is beyond saving. But I believe that as long as there is a little green left, there is still hope. As long as we give it patience, care gently and properly, the orchid can completely revive, take root, grow leaves, and then bloom brilliantly once again, as a testament to the miraculous vitality of nature. You see, the yellow leaves have developed tiny black spots. These are the remains of sucking insects and mold that grow as the plant weakens. These spots indicate that the leaves have lost their ability to photosynthesize, and if left untreated, disease will spread rapidly. Therefore, we need to immediately remove the yellow, rotten, or lifeless leaves. This helps prevent the spread of fungal diseases and reduces the pressure on the tree, so that the tree can focus on nourishing the healthy parts. Next step, we will check the roots and substrate. This part is what determines the vitality of the orchid. The top leaves of the tree are still dark green and healthy, which is a good sign that the tree is still alive. However, mold has appeared in the middle of the trunk and has been attacked by insects, causing the trunk tissue to rot. If not treated promptly, this rot will gradually spread to the roots and to the top, completely depleting the tree. Next, I will use a pair of well-sterilized scissors to cut into the rotten stem tissue to separate the tip and the root. Next, we will carefully trim the remaining rotten stem tissue at the top and roots to completely remove the source of the disease, preventing the fungus and bacteria from continuing to spread to healthy tissue. When cutting, pay attention to only keep the parts that are still hard, bright in color, and do not have a foul smell, because that is a sign of living tissue. Next, we will completely remove the old growing medium around the roots, because it is very likely that it has been infected with fungus or contains harmful bacteria. When the plant is rotten, the old growing medium is often wet, stuffy, and becomes an ideal breeding ground for pathogens, so removing it is a step that cannot be skipped. Next, we will use sterilized scissors to cut off all the damaged or rotten roots. This helps the tree to remove potential dangers such as fungi and bacteria that are still attached to the old root tissue, while increasing ventilation for the base. When the damaged roots are removed, the tree will no longer have to share nutrients with the dead part, so it can focus on nourishing and stimulating the growth of new, healthier roots. What country are you watching this video from? Let me know in the comments below. It's great to be able to connect and share our passion for orchids from all over the world. After pruning, we will wash the entire tree with clean water. This step helps to completely remove the remnants of fungi, bacteria, as well as rotten tissue left on the trunk and roots. When washing, use a gentle stream of water to avoid crushing the roots or damaging the young tissue. At the same time, make sure the tree is really clean and airy, helping to prevent reinfection, creating a clean environment for the tree to recover quickly and grow stronger new roots. After cleaning, we will place the tree in a cool, lightly lit place to let the tree rest and stabilize after pruning before taking care of it with nutrients. The first ingredient in today's recipe is ginger. Ginger is a natural ingredient with very strong antibacterial, antifungal, and anti-root rot properties, helping to prevent bacteria and fungi from attacking orchid tissue after processing. Here, I use about a small branch of ginger. Then cut it into thin slices so that the nutrients in the ginger can easily be released during processing. Ginger also contains many enzymes and natural essential oils that help stimulate the growth of young roots and increase the plant's resistance. The second ingredient is seaweed, a natural mineral-rich ingredient rich in amino acids and plant growth hormones such as cytokinin, auxins, and gibberellins. I use a piece of seaweed. Then chop it into smaller pieces for easier grinding and extraction. Seaweed stimulates root growth, helps plants recover quickly from damage, and also increases the ability to absorb nutrients and improve the overall resistance of the orchid. Next, put all the chopped ginger and seaweed into the blender. Add 500 milliliters of clean water. Adding water not only makes it easier to blend, but also helps the process of extracting nutrients from the two ingredients. When blending, you will feel the characteristic light, pungent smell of ginger, which is a sign that the essence has been dissolved into the solution, and our natural fertilizer mixture is almost complete. After blending, we proceed to filter out the residue to get a smooth solution, making it easier for the plant to absorb when using. Finally, add 500 milliliters of clean water to the filtered solution to dilute, to ensure the safety of the orchid roots while still maintaining the recovery effect. After stirring the mixture well, we will let the solution rest for about 15 minutes before using. At this time, the nutrients have stabilized and are ready to care for and restore your beloved orchid. After 15 minutes, the nutrients in the solution have stabilized and completely blended together. This is the ideal time to take care of the orchid. First, I use a soft cotton pad soaked in the nutrient solution, then wipe it evenly on both sides of the orchid's leaves. This step helps clean the dirt, mold, and residue on the leaf surface, which are factors that hinder the photosynthesis and respiration of the plant. At the same time, the nutrients from ginger and seaweed will penetrate directly through the leaf epidermis, helping to increase resistance, restore damaged leaf cells, and stimulate natural green shine. This is the fastest and most effective way to provide nutrients to the top leaves, helping the plant absorb immediately and recover quickly. Next, I pour a portion of the nutrient solution into a clean cup. Then immerse the entire lower stem and root system of the orchid in the solution. With the separated tip, I also immerse the leaf stalk in the solution for 30 minutes. This soaking step has a mild antiseptic effect on the root and lower stem area, helping to completely eliminate the remaining fungi and bacteria after the rot treatment. After 30 minutes of soaking, we will lift the orchid tip out. During this time, ginger essence has helped disinfect, clean leaf tissue, and prevent the invasion of fungi, while nutrients and minerals from seaweed penetrate into leaf tissue, helping to restore damaged cells, soften leaf tissue, and stimulate the growth of new buds. Next, we will lift the lower stem and root system out of the solution. At this time, the cuts and injured tissue on the stem and roots have been thoroughly disinfected, helping to completely prevent remaining fungi and bacteria. At the same time, the biological nutrients in seaweed have begun to penetrate deep into the root tissue, stimulating the formation of young roots. The tools I use to help my orchids recover in the early stages of recovery are a clean plastic bottle neck, a clear jar, and a clean, soft cotton ball. First, I stretch out the cotton ball. This will be the water line for the orchid tip. And then place the cotton ball in the bottle neck. This will act as a temporary medium to keep the base of the orchid tip moist and in place while it recovers. Then, I put the neck of the bottle and the cotton into the jar. Then put the orchid tip in so that the base just touches the cotton layer. Regarding watering, I use filtered water to ensure absolute safety. When adding water to the jar, we only add a small amount, enough to provide moisture for the cotton, helping to maintain natural moisture around the base without flooding it. When it runs out, we will add more. Because if there is too much water, it will cause waterlogging and rotting of the base, while moderate humidity will help the root tissue dry naturally and stimulate new young roots. Finally, I used a clean plastic cup with air holes to cover it lightly, to protect the orchid tip from insects and maintain a stable humidity around the plant. During this period, we should place the plant in a cool, slightly lit place and avoid strong drafts. This is the ideal condition for the orchid to gradually adapt, restore damaged tissue, and begin to grow healthy young roots. For the lower stem and root system, I will apply cinnamon powder evenly on the wounds. Cinnamon powder helps prevent the penetration of bacteria, mold, and insects into open cuts. At the same time, it stimulates tissue healing quickly, promotes the formation of new cells, helps the wound dry naturally, and minimizes the risk of rot. Then, I will let the plant rest for a day in a cool, lightly lit place so that the cuts dry and the plant tissue stabilizes before planting in a new substrate. After a day of rest, the cuts on the plant have completely dried and the plant tissue has also stabilized. This is the right time to replant the orchid. Here, I use a pot with many drainage holes and ventilation, helping the roots to breathe and grow healthily. For the growing medium, I use carefully sterilized pine bark. First, I spread a layer of pine bark on the bottom of the pot to create a base, helping to increase ventilation and better drainage. Then, I place the orchid in the middle of the pot, then spread pine bark evenly around the roots. This helps to firmly fix the plant, while keeping the roots open to develop. Pine bark also has the ability to retain moderate moisture and provide a clean environment, limiting the recurrence of fungi and bacteria, very suitable for orchids in the recovery stage. Finally, I added a thin layer of moss to the surface of the growing medium. This layer of moss helps maintain a stable humidity level around the roots, preventing the plant from drying out quickly between waterings. In addition, moss also helps reduce evaporation and creates a cool microclimate around the roots, helping the young roots grow strongly and quickly attach to the growing medium. After planting, I watered the ginger and seaweed nutrient solution directly onto the roots and the surface of the growing medium. This provided natural nutrition, antibacterial properties, and stimulated root growth from the start. Finally, I used a plastic cup with many air holes to cover it lightly, both to help maintain stable moisture and to protect the plant from insects during the early stages of recovery. After planting, the tree will be placed in a cool place with soft light to gradually adapt and recover naturally. After 2 months of recovery, our orchid has undergone a dramatic transformation. From a tiny tip with only a single leaf, it has now developed many large, round, and healthy new roots. These new roots are the clearest sign of revival. They not only help the plant absorb water and nutrients more effectively, but also show that the internal structure of the plant has completely recovered. Each root tip that reaches out is a symbol of vitality, proving that with patience and proper care, any orchid can revive. In addition, the green shoots that have just emerged are a great sign that the plant has truly regenerated. The shoots not only symbolize new life, but also the beginning of a future generation of leaves and flower stalks. From the current state of the plant, it can be seen that this is the right time to move the plant to a new environment, where the substrate is more airy and more nutritious, helping the root system continue to develop. The young shoots grow quickly, and the plant soon enters the healthy, sustainable flowering stage. Here, I use an additional small iron rod, bent as shown in the video, to lightly clamp the pot wall and support the leaves of the orchid. This rod helps to keep the plant firmly fixed in the new environment, avoiding the plant from tilting, shaking, or breaking the young roots during the adaptation process. When the plant is stable, the roots will easily adhere to the substrate, helping the recovery and development process to take place more smoothly. Before placing the plant in the pot, I spread a thin layer of moss down first. This layer of moss acts as a natural moisture cushion, helping to welcome the newly grown young roots, creating a soft, moist, and airy environment for the young roots to easily adhere and develop. After fixing the plant, I cover the surface of the substrate with a thin layer of moss. This layer of moss helps to keep the moisture stable around the base, limiting water evaporation, while creating a cool, natural microbiological environment, which is very good for the development of young roots and new shoots. Thanks to that, orchids can adapt quickly, grow strongly, and soon enter a stable, green development stage in the new environment. At this stage, I continue to use natural nutrients from ginger and seaweed to care for the orchid. This nutrient mixture has a wonderful effect in stimulating root growth and increasing the plant's resistance. The combination of these two ingredients creates a perfect natural food, helping the plant recover quickly after planting, increase vitality, and develop stably and sustainably. You should apply this natural nutrient formula from ginger and seaweed periodically every 2 weeks to stimulate young roots, helping the orchid to grow healthier and more stable. On normal days, just spray a light mist with clean water every 2 days to maintain moisture for the leaves and substrate, helping the plant to stay fresh, airy, and grow in ideal conditions. After that, we put the plant in a cool, lightly lit place in the garden, so that the plant continues to grow strongly and maintain its green beauty, full of vitality. And here is the lower part of the stem and the root system after 2 months of care. You can see a new green shoot has grown, lush and full of vitality. The young leaves are smooth, plump, and healthy, showing that the plant is absorbing nutrients very well and growing steadily. In particular, in the root part, many large, round young root tips have grown from the old roots, a sign that the plant is recovering strongly and entering an active growth phase. A healthy root system is an important foundation to help the plant absorb water and nutrients more effectively, thereby promoting the formation of new shoots and leaves, opening a new and promising growth cycle for the orchid. As long as you are patient and care for it with all your heart, the plant will always find a way to revive and bloom beautifully, like a gentle gift that nature gives to those who know how to love and cherish life. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you find it useful, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next orchid care tips. What do you think about this journey to revive this little orchid? Leave a comment to share your feelings and experiences. I'd love to hear. Thank you for accompanying and watching until the end of the video. Wishing you all good luck, happiness, good health, and success on your journey of taking care of your own garden. See you again in the next videos, where we together nurture our passion for orchids and nature.